Yo, welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Dwayne Nix, and today I want to talk about mistakes I made investing. Before I continue, I want to say, let's start by, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below on something you guys would like me to talk about, like a stock or something. Subscribe to the channel. A bunch more videos are about to come. And what I did? I said subscribe, like, comment down below. No, I said comment, right? I think and like the video too. All right, so let's get into it. Mistakes I made investing. So this should be a quick video. The mistakes that I made came from three things. One was being greedy. Two, being impatient, and then three, not knowing when to get out. So being greedy was the most recent one. Recently, I think about maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. If you guys know of the crypto coin, Dogecoin, yeah, I just jumped on it because my friend talked about it, and then my other friend talked about it. I was like, yo, you can make some money here, because I never really got into the whole crypto thing. But I just saw the money you can make, and I let that blind me, which is a big mistake on my part. Because usually when I do my investments, I look at the price, the current price, how it was last year, how it was between this time and last year. Sometimes I look at the 5 year, but I didn't do it. I didn't do any research on it. I just jumped on it. I can make some money. I saw it going up, and I was like, you know what? Let me get on this because I don't want to miss it. Which was my fault. You never jump on something when it's at its height, because most of the time it's not going to go any higher because that's its height. So that's what I did. I didn't invest too much into it because I knew it was a bad investment. So I only put a little bit of money into it. I only put $20 into it, and it went bad. I think I lost half of my money on it. But I got that because I didn't put in the time and the research into what I was doing. I just saw, hey, look, I can make some quick money. Let me jump into it. Although I know how to invest, I still fell for it. And these are things you guys got to also be aware of. Although that you might know, hey, look, that's a bad deal. This is a good deal. Sometimes you might get that temptation of just to try it, So learn from my mistake. And when you get that inner voice of, hey, look, man, you can make some money, don't fall for them. Just stick to what you know. Let me see. The next one was being impatient. So last year in May, I believe it was, I think it was the middle of May, early June, I think it was. I bought Macy's. And I saw that Macy's was at $5 a share, and I was like, this seems really weird. Macy's like a big brand. Why is it at $5? And I looked at this previous price, like where it's usually at. I think it was usually around $15. I'm like, hey, look, I think this thing could hit up to $10 or so. And so before I bought, I did the research. I looked at the company. But that's when I first started. I somewhat looked into the company, not as much as I do now, but I would put some effort into researching it. Then after I did some research, I asked some friends and family members about what they think about Macy's. Also looked online a little bit to see what people was saying, was talking about it. And for the most part, everyone is saying that they really like Macy's a lot. Everyone's saying they like the store, they like the brand, They say they have good quality. They like to shop there. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this risk. And so I took $250 and I bought 50 shares of Macy's stock. I bought 21 shares first, around $5. And I bought the last 29 shares around, I think, $5.60, around there. And so after I bought all the shares, I waited about a couple weeks. And then I got impatient. I was like, man, this is taking too long. I need to make the money now. Like, what's going on? I don't think it's going to hit it. And I let those doubts play in my head. Although I had everything in my favor. Like, I did the research. I talked to people. The company looked like it's going to jump back up. It'll go to 5, go to 7 to 8, then drops back down. And I'm like, no, it keeps going to 8 and falling. So I'm like, man, let me just selling and get out. And so I got impatient and I sold it around $7.30. I made a couple, I did make a profit, but I didn't make what I wanted to make. I wanted it to hit 10 so I can make back 250 and come out of it with $500. And so I sold it. Then literally the next week, I think the next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I forgot what day, it went to $10 a share. And I was like, man, if I just kept my mouth shut and just held one more week, just one more week, and I would have had the 500 that I knew I was going to get. But because I got impatient, that's what happened. So, that's another thing you guys should learn from. Don't get too impatient and don't get too greedy. Just know why you're going to, like, when you buy each share or buy a stock, know what its purpose is. Like, my purpose with the Macy's was to come out with another 250. I should just waited to that 250 because there was no reason for me to leave, except for the excuses that I made. With the Dogecoin, there was no reason for me to buy it. I knew it was at its height. I knew it was gonna drop back down, but I still bought it because I got greedy. So I made the excuses to let myself buy it. Don't let yourself. Don't talk yourself into doing things by using excuses. You know what's right. You know what's what. Stick to it and do it. So that's where I went wrong with those parts. Now, not knowing this one, I think probably hurts the most because this one was I literally was just messing around with option trading. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to trade stock. I'm sorry, trade options. And so I was like, basically, it was literally my first time doing this too. And literally on my first try, I had a profit of $1,000 on my first try. I was like, hey, look, okay, I understand what at that time I somewhat understood what an option was. And I was like, okay, I somewhat understand it. I'm just gonna this stock. I think I was on Robinhood. I think it was the S&P. Not like the actual S&P, but it was like a variant of it. I forgot what it was. And it cost around $300 at the time. It was like last year in the ending of August. It was the ending of August of last year, 2020. And I was like, you know what? I really think, I don't know, for some reason, I was like, this stock, the price of it, the price of the option is really cheap. The date is close. It's not too close and it's not too far. It's like right in the middle. And the stock looked like it's going up closer. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bet on this option that people are going to bet on it. And so I betted some money on it. Honestly forgot how much I bought into it. But I bought into it and I was like, you know what? People are going to get into this. And so I sat on it for about 2 weeks. And then on the third week, I think, that's when I had a profit of $1,000 right there. And the crazy part was, I didn't sell my option, so I never capitalized on that. I was like, it's gonna go up more. And so I sat there and waited, and then it dropped to 800. And I was like, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back. Everybody's gonna see it. It's gonna jump on back. And then it kept dropping. And then it dropped. Then it dropped. And I'm like, okay, come on, it's gotta go back up. Then it went up, and then it dropped, until I lost $500 instead. I had negative $500 in my account. I was like, no way. I just had $1,000, and then now I'm in the negatives. I believe so. But basically, I didn't make the 1,000. I was right there. I had $1,000, literally 1,000 and some change in my hand. All I had to do was press sell. And I didn't do it because I was like, it's going to keep going up. I kept wanting to believe it's going to keep going up because I'm like, hey, earlier the year, I didn't wait, and then the Macy's stock came. And so now I waited that time I was like, you know what, I should wait because the Macy's stock, it can go up again. But I had to realize it's not a stock, it's an option. And again, the option was made just for me to make some money and to mess around. And I use it as if it was some other stuff. So that was very dumb of me. Know what you're gonna use each stock, option, crypto, whatever it is, forex. You have a purpose for each one. Like now, I got a purpose for each one. The Dogecoin one that I did recently, that was more for fun, but it was more out of greed. Like I did it because I wanted to be greedy and make some money, but it still was for fun. I only put $20 into it because I knew it's at its height. I'm not gonna, if it goes up, it goes up. That $20 turns to something more. If it goes down, I just lost $20. So I was like, just $20. And so but yeah, have a purpose for everything that you're gonna do. Because if you just go in there just willy-nilly, like, hey, look, I want to, do whatever, you're going to come out with, well, whatever. But you have a purpose and a plan, shoot, you all good, man. So, I'm out. Before I leave, you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your week, month, year, decade, century, whichever one is next. Peace.